everyone, my name is Steph, this is the Novelty Corner and welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very short video which is mostly just me asking for some feedback and some help from you guys. So every so often I do kind of a channel survey, and I don't do it every year. It's something that I just like to, touch base with people every now and then to see how things are going, what they're enjoying on the channel, etc. And it's been a while since I've done the last one. Part of the reason why I want to do it is next year my BookTube channel turns 10. It's been a long time that I've been on BookTube. I've been here for a very long time. It's around about August that my channel turns 10. Even though it's only October, I do start to plan ahead for the upcoming year around about now. I've started thinking about the way that I want to structure my channel, things I want to keep, things I want to change. And I'm always just kind of interested in how people are feeling about certain things, because the way I feel about things may not necessarily be the way that other people feel about things, because one of the things about me is that I tend to just do what I like. I'm not so big on following the trends and things like that, because whatever I make has to be sustainable and enjoyable for me. And I've never been shy about saying that. So when I ask for feedback, it's mostly just to get a kind of a touch point on how people are feeling about things. It may or may not change the direction that I'm going in, because the direction I go in will always be based on what I am capable of producing. But it is good to know what people enjoy, don't enjoy, things that they'd like to see more of, things like that, because it can have an influence. To that end, I've put together a really short survey. It's 6 questions. It's all open-ended kind of questions. There's no multiple choice, etc. Because basically what I'm looking for is just your thoughts. And I don't expect an essay of replies. I just expect dot points, because unless you really want to write an essay, you don't need to explain anything. If you want to put down things that you like, you can just list them, and that's totally fine. I don't need an explanation unless you want to give one. So in the description, I will leave a link to where you can find the survey, and I'm going to let you know what the questions are. You don't have to answer all of the questions. You can just answer the ones that you feel like you'd like to give some feedback on, but the more the merrier. So the first question is, what content, topics, genres, tropes, etc. do you associate with my channel? I'm just curious. That has to do with something that I'm thinking of doing for next year, so I'm kind of curious. What is your favorite content to watch on my channel? What would you like to see more of? What book or genre recommendations do you enjoy seeing on the channel? So it's a little bit different from the first one, whereas what do you associate with me, whereas what do you actually like to see? What types of content in general do you enjoy watching on BookTube? So outside of my channel, what do you like to see? And then the last one is a bit more open-ended. Do you have any other suggestions for the channel? And you can put in whatever you like. What I'm hoping to do is collate some information over the next couple of months, and then probably around December, when I start to talk about the way that the channel's going to work moving forward, etc., I can sort of share some of the responses and how it's impacted or influenced what's happening in 2026. Or maybe I'll put in another question. It's not in there at the moment. Maybe I'll put it in. Anything you'd like to see for the 10-year BookTube anniversary. That would be a good thing to put in there. I'll pop that question in somewhere. It'll be there. So 7 questions. But yes, I will take this information and look over it and, put it together in a way that makes sense for me, and hopefully be able to share a little bit about my upcoming channel plans in December. So thank you for watching. Thank you for taking the time to fill in the form. I deeply appreciate it. As always, I love hearing from you guys. If you have any questions for me, feel free to leave them in the comments down below. Otherwise, I hope that wherever you're in the world, you're staying safe and healthy, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, everyone.